You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Last scene, guys. Ryan Clark was on his Pivot podcast crying like a baby because he got fired from ESPN. This man is super soft. Super soft. And I'm glad that ESPN let him go. He seemed to have been the only one that was actually crying. And former NFL player, who was it that actually called him out? Antonio Brown did it. Also, it was another player too. It's slipping my mind right now. But they called him out on his BS. Out of all the people that got fired from ESPN, he was the only one that was crying. This man is super duper weak. And he's also super woke, by the way. Newsflash. Not a story, really. He is super duper woke. But Ryan Clark, man, he made it seem like he had lost everything when he was let go by ESPN. He didn't. He still has his own podcast and everything. And he decided, you know what? Let me take a shot at Enes Cancer Freedom and Royce White because they want to play in the WNBA. Remember, WNBA players said, yeah, I'm open to playing with transgenders. I'm open to playing against transgenders. That is what Gabby Williams said. Well, now that NBA players, former NBA players said, yeah, I want to play now because I identify as a woman, Ryan Clark is actually attacking them. And not only that, he took a shot at Sophie Cunningham as well. Yeah, called her comments divisive gossip, when all Sophie Cunningham was doing was actually standing up for girls. Yeah, but let's get into this clown Ryan Clark, man, because boy, this dude right here, I don't know why anybody actually listens to him. All he does is race hustle, play victimhood, and nothing more. Anyway, let's go ahead and do it. Right over here, awful announcing. Ryan Clark calls out absolute clowns, Enes Cancer, Royce White over WNBA stunt. Now, guys, you can call it a stunt, but I think that Enes Cancer is dead serious. If the WNBA wants to open up this door, he should take it. He should take it, man, because it's going to prove a point, man, that these women are going to get absolutely destroyed because of their own wokeness. I hope Enes Cancer Freedom actually does make the WNBA. I really, really do. And by the way, he's not playing around. Look at this. WNBA says a woman is anyone who claims to be one. So I say I am a woman. You have to accept it. Those are the rules the WNBA created. Why does anyone get to decide whose journey is real and whose isn't? Who gets to judge? Rules are rules. Now, apparently, he's going to be given a sit-down interview on this whole thing, and he's actually going to be asked, are you a woman? And I fully expect Enes Cancer Freedom is going to say yes. Check this out.
Need to protect trans kids. To me, it's a human right. Should we have a Supreme Court justice who says she doesn't know what a woman is?
So you're saying you don't think he's serious, right? He's obviously not.
I'm going to ask you a question. I think everybody in America, in fact, I think everybody in the world would like an answer. Are you a woman?
Next spring, I'm going to take my talents and join the WNBA.
So a sit down with Bruce Pearl right there. Yeah. But Ryan Clark right here, man. Let's listen into him right here, man. Because he's going to take a shot at Enes Cancer Freedom and also Sophie Cunningham. Let's roll it.
Yeah, I think Kathy Engelbert has to start as the commissioner to look at this thing from a professionalism standpoint when it comes to the WNBA, which in my opinion was started with her and her dealings with the WNBA and their union as they were trying to get some of these deals done, the way she treated them. Nafisa Collier had to come out and say, okay, this is the way that I was responded to. I think that was the first black eye. But then you do this deal after 30 years, and now they are getting paid to be professionals, and you do have the TV contracts, and now you're putting yourself in a position to uplift this league, right? For this league to truly ascend in the eyes of the viewers, in the eyes of the fans, and then every week it's some bull crap, right? We're seeing players who don't even average 10 points a game, and every day, that's who's on your networks or on your TVs and answering questions and starting back and forth about things that aren't basketball. What should be being talked about in this league is the Minnesota Lynx and Olivia Miles, who's come in as a rookie and taken over the league. And now Nafisa Collier is back, right? Kayla McBride hits 10 threes over the weekend. Talk about that. You know, talk about the Golden State Valkyrie, who now with Gabby Williams is a team that's there in second place as an expansion team. Oh, by the way, Asia Wilson still hoops. The Las Vegas Aces are still good. And Chelsea Gray does something phenomenal every single week as the point guard. Like, talk about that. And two, be real. Indiana matters, right? You got Kelsey Mitchell, this woman getting like a PhD and hitting 30 a game. And then you got Caitlin Clark, who, yes, no matter what anybody says, it could be different ways, right? She could be one of the faces of the league, and you can acknowledge that she still has to get better at basketball, but that she matters. And so to me, it's about pushing the right things, not only if you're the executives, but the players as well. Talking about the right things, making sure the right things are in the forefront of people's minds. And the last thing for me is if we are men, right, and as former athletes, and we understand how hard it is to get respect in the game, don't make a mockery of what these women are going through. Don't make jokes about things you'll never understand. Stay out of it. If you don't have some input, either right or wrong, that could be, whether it's impactful or helpful, then let them people be. Because dudes who can no longer play, who want to make jokes about something that is incredibly serious, are absolute clowns.
Wow. He almost got ratioed on this little clip right here. 2,500 likes to 2,100 comments. It's Ryan Clark. Would you actually expect anything different? Yeah. I mean, this dude right here. Look at this right here. Somebody brings up, they know he was talking about Sophie Cunningham. 9-point scorer, which puts Cunningham in the top third of WNBA players, was a top nominee for this year's Six-Man Player of the Year in recent ESPN article right there. Yeah. Divisive gossip, have to take a shot at the white woman or you wouldn't be you. You peddle more divisive gossip than anyone, apologizing every effing week for something stupid you say. Yeah. Also, Outkick caught on to what he said too. Sophie Cunningham makes former ESPN mouthpiece Ryan Clark look like a clown after disgusting remarks. Yeah. The former ESPN analyst called Cunningham a divisive 9-point scorer for speaking on locker room protections in the WNBA. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty crazy because Sophie Cunningham actually had one of her best games. Okay? One of her best games. This man is a complete clown. Complete clown. Because this is what he tweeted out. Divisive gossip from a 9-point scorer gets more attention than the league's best teams and players. Clark tweeted Tuesday, while also pushing a clip on his podcast, further calling out Cunningham, without ever mentioning her name, of course. Yeah. What a complete idiot, man, Ryan Clark is. Everybody's calling him out on his BS. But the WNBA, man, these players, he's talked about Gabby Williams. Guess what we did? And Gabby Williams is the one that said, I want to play with transgenders. I wouldn't mind playing against them either. She said that. Boy, Ryan Clark, man, an absolute idiot. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.